Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. I recently hit Grand Champ in 2s and I figured it was about time I got my 3s rank up. I've sit around Champ 2, Champ 3 in 3s and I realized I don't actually know too much about what I'm doing. I sort of log in, have some fun, hit the ball around and score some goals and all that. But I don't really understand the Rocket League theory, and that's what today's video is all about, helping you guys understand what goes into a coaching session, see what I was taught, understand the basics. And therefore, if you guys have ever been told or heard about Rocket League coaching but are curious as to what it is and what it entails, here will be a video explaining what goes on. The footage you're seeing right now is the footage we use for the VOD review, so you can see it at this hand from my perspective, and we'll go into it in detail with our coach, Point Zero, who coaches a MLE team, which is Minor League Esports, and he's ranked GC3 himself, so the guy knows what he's talking about. If you have any questions about it, feel free to hit him up on Twitch. His Twitch will be down on the link below, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. I have no idea how coaching actually works as well. Is it just replay review? What's the plan for the day?
So there's a lot of different styles of coaching. There's like coaching where you could like play with the person, right? And that's more of like a kind of like a boosting kind of coach. Ijo in your chat would know about that with myself. But and then there's like replay review. So there's different kinds of replay reviews as well as what I'm gonna look at is top down view. So it's gonna see you relative to where your teammates are.
Okay.
So you're gonna learn like the basic like rotations, because it's when you look at yourself from like a third person perspective from a top down view, you can see the field better, right? And you can see your movements and how janky they are. And
yes,
it gives you a different perspective. And then when you change it to your POV, well, you could kind of put that at the back of your mind where it's like, okay, so this is kind of what's happening right now, and I should be doing this. Because you get to see what your teammates are doing as well as what you're doing compared to just your POV.
Yeah.
And then this also helps with what we're going to be doing right here too, is we're also going to be going into a little bit of like Rocket League theory.
Ooh.
So
theory.
Yeah, so there's actually a little bit of like theory into Rocket League like rotation, right? So a lot of people are very familiar with like, are you actually we should probably say this too. Are you familiar with like the numbering system when it comes to like what position you are?
Oh, first man, second man, third man.
Yeah, first man, second man, third man. Now, how do you know like what that truly means?
No, I don't. Like you hear it mentioned, like you hear about third man a lot, obviously when it's last man back, and I'm like, yeah, third man.
Yeah, so
what's going on?
So a lot of people, when they think of like third man, so we're looking at 3s right now. 2s is also different. So if you wanted to, like we could look at the other 2s replays as well. 3s and 2s are not the same rotation.
No, yeah, of course.
Obviously, you're missing 2 players on the field, right? But anyway, so a lot of people, when they see like first, second, and third man here, right? They think of like, let's say somebody has the ball here, right? So we'll go to blue people, right? So a lot of people assume like the person who's on the ball on the side, they cover this side of the field, and then the second man covers this side, and the third man covers this. That's not 100% correct. A lot of people think it pertains to a position on the field, but really it's just where you are in relation to your teammates, because rotation is not around a position on the ball, it's a position around your team.
Yeah.
Right? So first man, is on the ball, right? And a way to find out what position you are in, right? Just look at this. So your teammate has ball cam on, right? So how many teammates does he see in front of him? Zero, right? So that makes him first man. This teammate has ball cam on. How many teammates does he see in front of him?
One.
So that makes him second man.
I'm flying.
This teammate, yeah, I know, you're doing good. This teammate has ball cam on.
So he's third man.
Exactly,
oh
right?
My God, give me SSL already.
Yeah, so the issue, yeah, give you SSL, yeah. An issue here that a lot of people do in solo queue is you'll notice a lot of people in first man, they'll carry the ball up forward this way. The hardest position to play in Rocket League is second, because my girlfriend's calling.
All good. You can answer that if you need to, bro.
Not like hung up. Anyways, so a lot of people as second man will slowly start coasting behind the first man, because usually an opponent will come and challenge here, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's wrong, right? So you should not be going this way. A second man, you see your teammate is going, you should trust the challenge that they would beat him. the second man should always be rotating out this way to the middle so he could go for an infield pass,
Yep.
right? Because, and then third man would follow in between. If this pass does not happen, and let's say this guy does get this challenge, it'll start going backwards. Well, that's why you have your third man here, right? So then he could then bang it up to your second man, right?
True.
Right. So a big habit you need to start developing is instead of just following behind your teammate, is to just be there for the passes.
Yeah.
Because worst case scenario, if he does not get that pass in, you turn around.
Yeah.
Right. And just from watching you play as well, something that you'll need to work on here as well is far post rotations.
Yes.
And also your boost lanes. When you're rotating back, you're always going like this. So let's say you're in this position here, right? You're rotating like this, right? Or you're just going for the boost and you're going like this.
Yeah.
Right? So you're using boost to get to the 100 boost, and then you're using boost to get back to net. But you're also wasting like 2 to 3 seconds doing this, and you're wasting boost. When instead you could just follow the boost line, right? And you would have 12, 24, 36, 48, you know, and you're not losing the time. So that's a big issue as well. So instead of when you're rotating back, you should never really go for this unless you're already here. Like if you're in this corner, then go and collect it. But if you're in this middle zone, you never want to go all the way out to the side and then back. You want to be faster back.
It's true. And like, I know that's a thing and I know it's a bad habit. And then like, sometimes I'll use the right like rotation side. And then other times I was like, my brain's off and I'm just like, I'm going for that boost. I see the 100 boost. My eyes are like, yum.
And then another thing I noticed as well is the ball. So just because you're closest to the ball doesn't mean you have to hit it, right? So like if this ball is flying this way, right? Or let's move it here, right? Let's say this ball is going over you a little bit, right? And it's kind of awkward. You don't have to jump straight up for the ball. You could turn around and leave your teammate to go for it, right? Because you'll have a better angle. There's a lot of times where you had that NA mentality where you just kind of jumped up and panicked on defense to go for the ball.
I do that sometimes, and I'm like, I jump out of reflex, and then I'm like, this whole thing here was a bad decision, and I'm just causing more problems for my teammate by doing that, right?
Yeah. So you just pretty much leave the ball, make your body language like really easy to read, right? So like if you rotate this way and make it clear that you're not going, well, your teammate's going to see that and he's going to go, right? If he has a boost. Obviously, if he doesn't have a boost, then he'll just wait, control it. That's another big thing too. Yeah. If the ball is flying at you, you don't necessarily always have to jump at it. You could catch it and, make a play off of it. Because if you're not banging the ball, you're controlling it. And if you have the ball, your opponents do not, right? So they can't score if you have the ball. Unless they dunk you really hard.
That is a big quote from Rafa Benitez. The other team cannot score if you have the ball.
People such as like, I don't know, like anyone SSL or higher there might like have a different opinion on this because they're a little more consistent. But like low GC to like champ, they're not perfect, right? Like their kickoffs are kind of rough. So here you're going to go back, right? So left goes.
Yeah, I think it does a bit in this game. I think he actually comms you go.
Okay, well that could happen too. But if that's calm, then that's fine. But anyways, in a usual game, it would be left goes, right? So he goes, does his flip, whatever, goes for the kickoff. You go back, right? And then Papa goes and he cheats, right? So a few picky things here is cheating on kickoff. Don't boost, don't flip, just coast, right? Because a lot of people will flip and they'll end up here, and then like the ball will end up like landing here and here, and then they won't have time to get like a nice hit on it, or the ball will go up and it'll be kind of over them. They won't have enough time to react to hit the ball. So for now, just kind of coast and cheat. So the ball goes up, you have enough time to read it and go for the play. You here going back, a lot of times, a lot of people will end up turning immediately upfield after collecting the boot. However, the inconsistencies on your kickoff, especially some people play ones a lot, these goals happen, right?
Yep.
right? So a lot of those happen. So if you rotate directly toward your net immediately,
Mm-hmm.
you'll have time to, you know, save this ball
Yeah.
if it goes in. Um, let's say the ball, let's say does go this way, and people usually hit this ball, right? And they would hit it right around here. Worst comes to worst, sure, you're losing a little bit of an offensive, capability, like speed here,
Yeah.
but like you're not losing that much. Instead of hitting the ball here, you would probably like hit the ball like up here,
Yeah.
or you just collect it back and then make a play.
Mm-hmm.
It's just you're losing a little bit of offense, but you're guaranteeing no goals are happening because it's this guy's job to cheat, right? If the ball goes this way,
Uh-huh.
he's gonna go this way.
I'm just getting bullied in chat for the fact that when I half flip back for the boost, I sometimes miss it.
Yeah. Do you use a directional arrow?
I do, yeah.
Okay, so do you use that, or do you just hold your jump or whatever your button is for air roll, for free air roll when you're half flipping?
I'm pretty sure I use LB, which is my air roll left.
Okay, so that's good. A lot of people will just use the free air roll, and that's one of the reasons why they miss, because they just kind of land on an angle and then they just kind of swoop off to the side, or they just don't angle themselves right when they finish their half flip, their flip cancel.
Uh-huh.
But we'll see here if you miss it.
I think this is the one where I go for it. Yeah, he commed, I got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. So right here,
Mm-hmm.
even though the ball is all the way up here, finish your rotation into your net.
Yeah.
I remember seeing this one. So this one, you have a teammate back, right?
Yeah, huh?
Just trust for him to get this, because you're not going to get there. Right?
His
This
name is
kind of awkward
literally
for you.
Trust as well, yeah.
Well, yeah. But yeah, just trust him to go for that.
Uh-huh.
Also, even prior to that, like right
This
here,
whole
he
thing
gives
here,
the ball away.
yeah, go on.
Yeah, he gives the ball away, right? And you turn upfield. There's no way you're going to be going for this ball,
Mm-hmm.
right? So even just this turn upfield, once you see that ball go in there and like this opponent is definitely hitting this ball, you should have already been turned back.
Mm-hmm.
So this is good. You see your teammate, right? He's up here and you're chilling over here.
Mm-hmm.
Go. This is really good. You're going up middle, right? So that's really good. Unfortunately, he doesn't get it. So your teammate cut in here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Finish your rotation in.
Yeah.
Because you can see your teammates going in there when you're like over here. You can see the ball and your teammate. Finish your rotation and sit in the far post.
Okay.
Nice. Nice. A lot of blue in the corner. So right here, it's okay to take your time with the ball, right?
Mhm.
Like you hit this ball, right? This opponent's backwards. You saw he was backwards in your POV, right? You don't necessarily have to jump up for this ball, because you jumping up for this ball, you have no teammate over here,
Yeah.
right? Who are you gonna hit it to? Nobody, right? So you could just wait for the ball to to come down, and you can make a play out of it. Wait for an opponent to actually be near you to hit the ball away.
Mm-hmm.
The only times you should be booming the ball is for a pass, right? A clear, or a shot. Those are the only times you should be banging the ball.
Okay. I love how you wrote it out as well. Cementing the point. This is the only time.
Yeah. So, see how you're rotating out all this way?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure you grabbed this one, but still,
Mm-hmm.
12,
So if I'm like,
24.
on that start of that play there,
Oops.
where was we? So like, because I'm like up by that corner boost, and I think I cheat up to grab, like I essentially cheat and go even further up. Should I have just stopped and like already just like half flipped out and then taken the rotation line back? It's like there where I've gone out to the corner. Do I just come back the way I'm?
So the quicker way for your rotation back here would have been you land now.
Yeah.
Right?
Just down the mid.
Yeah. Grab, because like if let's say your teammate was here and he was getting to this ball, right? If you still had your ball cam on, then maybe this isn't a bad play because you're taking the boost away from an opponent, right? However, your teammate's not getting beat to that. Your opponent's already up, right? So you can see that as you're kind of falling. So then as you're falling, look around to see where the opponents are, you know, in relation to the ball. What can they do with the ball? Well, he's going to bang the ball up, right? He's probably going to pass it to this guy. I'm not sure if he does or not, but, you know, your teammate is nowhere near the ball to retrieve the ball. So
straight down the middle.
Yeah, cool. Make your plan as you're falling. So look how slow you are. You could have been boosting. You could have been boosting with this to get back faster. There's a lot of times as well you're just kind of coasting and watching the play instead of hurrying back. You should be there as fast as possible. So you should have flipped at least and used a little bit of boost and stayed supersonic, because right now you're not supersonic.
Yeah.
So you should be supersonic rushing down the middle or wherever to be right here or on the backboard.
Yeah, we don't have to watch that again if you.
Nice catch.
Yeah.
Good try.
Yeah.
That's okay. We're not here for the mechanical stuff. You'll get better at those. We're here for the positioning.
So again, down the middle.
Ideally, would it? Oh man, this is huge. Anyways, ideally you go this way, right?
Yeah.
You catch it, go that way, but that didn't happen. So it is what it is.
This was my first game on. Yeah. So there's a little bit of leeway.
Okay, so look at this teammate. So this is a prime example. So he hits it into the corner, right?
Yeah.
And he keeps trying to go for it, right?
Which is exactly what you're saying I shouldn't be doing.
It's not a threat here, right?
Yeah.
He's going to hit this ball and it's going to go back middle, right? If this ball goes back middle, who has that ball?
Looking like big, I don't know, Nilla?
Yeah. Look
Easy
at this.
shot.
That's why I say far post here, right? Because look how open this is.
Yeah.
This is for Nilla, right? That's almost the entire net. So just chill far post.
Rotate through the mid again instead of going to the back post.
Go back post. So this is good. This is a good attempt. You were trying to catch the ball. That was good. Just unlucky that it bounced off your car. Yeah, I mean, that was a good attempt. All the pads you're missing.
Yeah.
That was good save. So right here, again, another little picky thing, right?
Pick away.
This flip, when you're flipping, you're dedicated for at least like 2 seconds, right?
Yeah.
You cannot do anything but this flip for that entire time. If this teammate passes or something happens, right, you cannot do anything. Let's say a teammate were to flip, like an opponent were to challenge this, you can't do anything, and you're dedicated in this direction for a bit, right? Just use your boost. Use your boost. This is the importance of getting the pads. Use your boost, because if you're boosting and you're supersonic, you're already going the fastest you can be, right?
Yeah.
And you could turn at any point, right? You should try and flip less. You flip a lot. Instead of, because now you're going to land like right here, regardless, right? And if this ball were to come straight out, if the ball was on top of your teammate, well, you can't really do anything.
Yeah.
So there was another flip right there, right? Although it wasn't necessarily a bad one, but if you're already supersonic, you could have turned this way, or you could have kept following this way.
And in how we were talking about earlier, the optimal route there would have been to go up that right boost track, like sort of thing.
Here, yes, because of the way your teammate was positioned, or even right here.
Okay.
Just because you could get past the opponent. this is a really good twos route, right? So this is like a prime example, like get rid of this guy, get rid of this guy. They're not even part of the play, right?
Mm-hmm.
So in twos, this is like a 2v2 play. You would end up around here. So he could bang it to you and you could score.
Cool.
Or he could hit out the backboard, easy read for you. Oh, there we go. You missed it. And boost paddling.
Yeah, first game on.
Yeah.
Now when we watch this, when I miss one in the second game, we'll just call it me being bad.
Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Think of how long that took compared for you to get to just the halfway mark. 4 seconds compared to the boost lane. So it was a good attempt. So even here,
Where should I be aiming to put that? Like up near the halfway line,
well,
on the right side.
So, well, this isn't bad. Like you're wanting to stop this opponent from putting it mid, right? So even just getting that touch and pushing it away from him, it's not bad. There isn't really much aiming you could do right now other than just beating your opponent.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't bad. Ideally, you would send it to your corner,
Right.
right? This isn't bad because you hit it and you're still following it. Another option you could have done is instead of going for the ball, could have went for the player.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Just get a free demo, kills all the momentum on the ball.
Yeah, but you thought he was going to flip it right away, so you tried to shove it into your post, I think is what your initial attempt was here. But see, that's not bad. You got the ball away. They're not scoring off of it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you're in the corner. Okay, that was kind of awkward. So that was really good. Good patience here. You let your teammate go, and then you recovered the ball after he forced the play out. That was good patience. So right here.
Mm-hmm.
So this ball, right? How many teammates did you see?
None.
Right?
So
None, right? So it's kind of important to do like a little flick of the stick to kind of see where your teammates are. I don't know why your teammate is going this way.
Yeah, joys of solo queue.
That's just EU being weird. But yeah, that this guy is out to lunch. Anyways, so you didn't see anybody, so you can assume that your teammate's behind you. Just keep following behind this ball. But your teammate saw you go into the net, so he goes and collects this ball. Once you see your teammate go for this ball, park it far post.
Right.
Right. So if you sat far post, you would have a better line to read this instead of being out here. Because this ball, let's say we're in a pinch, right? I'm sure you've had one of these.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So sit behind the line. So all your momentum is going.
Yeah, I've got ones where I'm sat there and it actually hits me and goes in because of me, because of where I'm sat.
Yeah. So try and sit behind the line. Have you taken physics?
Yeah, to a degree.
Yeah, so it's
a level.
Yeah. So you kind of got your like little net forces here, right? So like you got your line, right? So if the ball's coming, this way, but like all the forces, pointed outward, well, it's going out. But if you're this way, well, it could, pinch, this way or that way. So you pretty much want to keep all force out of the net.
Makes sense.
Love my crappy drawings.
No, it's all good, all good. I got a U in art, so don't worry.
You rotate in behind your teammate, behind the line.
Behind the line, okay.
We're sensing a theme here.
Yeah. Like when he did that, when that happened in game, I was like, I did a fucky wucky here.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna bring it up because I know you said it on stream. So you're right.
So I should have been there to put pressure on the ball. He's even got the bump, I think, or distorted the guy.
For your people watching here too, right? So like right? You could see this guy's going backwards, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you could see one teammate with your ball cam, right? That puts you second man. Second man's job is this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So even if he were to lose this, right, and happen, your third man's going back.
Yes.
You just turn around. So there's no risk for you to be there for the pass. He lost the ball instead of keep pushing the ball. I don't know, but yeah. So look, let's go. So even your teammate here, he jumps up for this ball. I don't know why he jumps up for this ball. Like, what's he gonna do with this?
Yeah.
You know, absolutely nothing. Just kind of chill. If it's over you, why? Like this is the type of hit I was saying. Like if it's over you and awkward, there's no reason to go for a ball like this.
Mm-hmm.
No reason whatsoever, because you're just wasting boost, and all you're gonna do is get like a small little tap for an opponent to catch. So just let the ball keep going. If it's not a threat, let it keep going. Make a play out of that. Something that you could actually get a quality touch out of. Instead of just a panic, the ball's near me. Just because you're closest to the ball doesn't mean you have to touch it.
Mm.
So here's another good example of your teammate doing it bad. So he gets that crappy touch right to an opponent, right? Opponent just kind of throws it away like a weirdo, right?
Mm-hmm.
This ball is going to be over him again. The opponent's there. If you're in this guy's position or this guy's position, don't keep rotating into the post. Rotate out middle, right? Let your teammate go for the directional play on the ball. Because you can go and hit it like this. What's he going to do? Pinch it up to the middle so he goes back middle for your teammate, for an opponent, sorry?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing good.
Yeah.
Just rotate out middle, make your body language good.
Yeah, I think the issue in this play as well here is whilst we were talking about my teammate jumping for the ball and whatnot, I missed every boost conceivable to man. And I think in this, I try and make a play for the boost here. And then I think as he comes in, I'm just like shit in the bed because I've got no boost as well. So,
but even in that scenario, so let's say you make a play for the boost, right? Which is fine. So right here, right? This play happens. If they rotate out middle and you make a play for this boost to then go for the ball,
mm-hmm.
and the ball goes this way, well, guess what? They've already rotated to collect that ball that's getting passed.
Fully.
Right? So if this ball is over you and it's awkward, and instead of just banging it perpendicular into the wall, sorry, just rotate out middle, make your language good. You make a play for this boost. That's not a problem. The ball's not a threat right now. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So you keep going, get that directional play on it. So now your teammate is awkward up on the wall and just took your boost.
Yeah.
He's what some people. You're not a PG-13 stream, right?
No, you can. That's why I said fucky wucky earlier.
Yeah,
you can say what you want.
Dick.
He's a dick. Damn, you heard it here first, chat. He's a dick. Also, what's up, Fallon? How we doing, bro?
So that was a good play.
My actual com was need boost. Assumed one of them was going to go for it, and I didn't expect to score.
Yeah. So this is the importance of a second man, right? So he sees one teammate, he goes second, goes up to the middle, you pass it out. That's a very textbook play goal, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Really well done.
Oh, I think this is where we have a standard kickoff.
So let's go back and look. So see, he boosts.
Yeah.
What are you reading from here?
Because the thing that annoys me in with these kickoffs is like I feel it happens a lot and the ball just bounces over them and normally trickles into the goal, especially in twos.
Right? So if they're back here, they have more time to react to it. So don't boost.
Oof. All right.
There's another prime example instead of going directly into the corner-ish, even though he didn't really, right?
Yeah.
If he would have just rotated more, that's a very easy read, right? And then don't be this guy. Don't be Papa. Papa is very bad here.
Papa is bad guy. He's been a dick already twice.
Yeah, look at this guy. The ball's going this way. He's going this way. You already have a teammate challenging the ball. Rotate behind, dude. Like, what are you doing? Just rotate behind, because now if this ball is hit, you know, he could 50 his teammate and end up own goaling off of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he is not being useful whatsoever here. But if he was here rotating out middle, he can not only bump the shooter, right? So he could completely eliminate these guys, right? But he's also not a risk into hitting the ball into his own net. Like, if we take another second back here, yeah, he's flipped. He could have turned to middle and completely got rid of Nyla, or at least Mom. Bang. Oh,
I
that's
know.
unlucky.
I actually caught it and I was like, that's a goal. And then I was like, no, post.
Trust did something really good here. So the ball is over him, right?
Mm-hmm.
He half flips and turns around. Let somebody else collect it.
And this is where Papa's actually huge.
Yeah. Wow, good job. He made one good play out of like. Yeah. So you actually did good here.
Yeah.
Look at this. You didn't boost. Look how much time you have to read that ball and follow it. I mean, you didn't follow it.
Follow it, and then I turned back.
No, well, the thing is you weren't going to beat this guy, right?
Yeah.
So you've read the entire play, and you have time to react to it now, right? And you're making a good decision off of it. So this is really good. We're going to give you the good old check mark.
Nice. Let's go. That's the second one I've had today.
You did good. Now you did it bad.
Oh no, because guess what? I did one of the three things that we wrote out, but it wasn't any of those three things. It wasn't a clear, it wasn't a pass, and it wasn't a shot.
Exactly. You just kind of gave the ball away here. You could have caught that ball, made a dribble play into it.
Especially with Mum going backwards as well. I could have like literally just taken up the wall and had all the time in the world.
Well, not even just taking up the wall.
Yeah.
You know?
So if I'd gone up the wall there, I could have just
right here
set something up.
Well, yeah, you could have, or you could have caught the ball and dribbled it in.
Okay.
Right? Like if you get good at your catching, which is something I'm going to recommend you do, is like like a training pack. Just a training pack that like balls just flying and dropping, and you just try and scoop them with your car.
Okay.
Right? And so they kind of just glue to the top of your car. You just kind of go collect it and make the best out of it as you can. Right?
Right. Give me a sec. I'm making a note. Because we already talked about another training pack that I need to do, right?
I was gonna make some notes after for you.
Oh, okay. Well.
Yeah, I got you. I was gonna give you some training packs we can find together.
What a sweetheart.
Don't worry, it's part of the deal, you know.
This amazing deal that I'm getting. I feel like I'm severely benefiting from this deal.
That's the whole point. Okay, so Papa. Again, another question mark here. If you see your teammates there, don't keep following with your teammate.
Mm-hmm.
Just chill, take the new position.
Pog you indeed, Wanderer. Pog you indeed. Oof.
That's not bad. That's not bad. So your person's last back, right? And he's turned around. Taking this challenge is not bad because you're trying to
delay the play.
Delay the play, get rid of control. Right? The opponent's control, which is what you did. They are not in full control of the ball anymore. So that was a good cut. Cutting is not bad. It's just when to cut.
Yeah.
When to cut and how to recover from cutting. So you see Papa's still on this ball, right? Don't even bother.
So if I'm Papa there and right, so I just shouldn't bother at all. Yeah,
so like usually, let's say you're playing with a teammate, right? Well, he kind of got bumped up to it, right? But let's say you're playing with like a teammate, you can comment so Papa could turn away, right? But you're in solo queue.
Yes.
He's not going to. And you can see him, he can't see you, right? So think about where your teammates can see. If he can't see you, well, just kind of acknowledge that. And you kind of gotta concede to him.
Let him have that one.
Balls.
Okay.
Yeah, just leave it for him. There you go. So here's an example of Trust not doing the good thing here. He could have been there a little bit sooner to catch the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Or, yeah, that would have been the play to go. Now we just banged it. Well,
And then we just gave possession away.
exactly. Everybody ran away from the ball.
Oh, xWoodzy does a little shadow.
He faked you. I think he faked you.
Yeah. We'll call it that.
This is really good from Trust here, too. So everybody left the ball here. He kind of faked you out here. This is a good rotation from you, realizing that, you don't want to rotate ball side.
Mm-hmm.
So you start rotating toward your net. Hopefully you rotate here. But this doesn't work out well, right? The ball's going to bounce up. Milk is going to shoot the ball, right? So Trust goes and becomes a shooter himself, right? And he beats the opponent.
Mm-hmm. Just to beat it away to
Right.
a safe area.
Exactly, right? So that was a good play from him right there. Acknowledging there's a shooter and he prevented the shot. It's a lot easier for you to save your teammate's shot than the opponent's, usually.
Usually.
Yeah, usually. Sometimes they own goal.
When that play just then on the wall a second ago, where I've cleared it up to them. What am I trying to do there really?
So ideally, what I would do here, right? In a rank, so like if I'm playing with a team, right? This is the importance of finding a team to play with. Trust turns up. Trust turns and becomes your second man for the pass.
Okay.
Right? That would be the play to go for. You don't have that pass right now, right? Here it's not bad because you could kind of hope he could read the play and your touch, right? He's also mid flip here, so ideally he wouldn't be flipping and he would still be here. Actually, in a perfect world, he would actually be here. But
in a perfect world.
Exactly, right? So you could hope that he reads that, right? So you have two options here. You either bang the ball and hope your teammate reads it, or the ball's not in a bad spot, you shadow it, right? But then there's also this guy, which I have no idea why he's in your zone still. But you don't know where he is, so, you don't know this information, so we won't even pretend he's there. So you could either collect the ball, right? And make a play out of it this way and bring it around, go for a flick, beat out an opponent, or you could go for the bang, which you did, and hope he's reading the play. Because it's not just where the ball is on the map, it's reading your teammates in relation to the ball. What can he do with this ball? He can chip it out. Will I be there for that chip? I could be there for that chip, So your teammate doesn't read it, he keeps going back.
Oh, where am I off to?
I think you want a boost.
Yeah.
Which I think you went to a boost. Oh, the boost was there. Okay. Yeah.
Bit of an L, that whole thing.
So whether you have boost or not, you should still be chasing this ball. It's just that low boost confidence. You don't have to hit the ball. You just have to force the ball away from your opponent.
Okay.
So even if you just, let's say we're here and you turned around and didn't hit the ball and he pushed the ball away, well, Papa could go collect it. Right? So that's something as well that you can work on is fake challenges. I don't think I've seen one fake challenge from you.
Yeah. The only time I fake challenge is in ones.
Yeah, no, you should definitely be doing that more in ones, a second man or first man in 3v3s and 2v2s.
Okay.
What is going on here?
Yeah.
Let's see if you can read what's happening.
So this is me where if I'm back post, that's just an easy clear, easy save, and I'm just sat in the middle of the goal. You weren't even in the
middle of the goal.
Like, do you know what that is? That's my football goalkeeper as a kid. Like, they were like, edge of your 6-yard box, there for a cross. And my brain's like, yeah. And then like, this isn't football, this is Rocket League. They are similar in some instances, but not like this. And that was just a big no-go.
Yeah. I find this is more, I find Rocket League more like hockey than it is like football or, football or soccer, whatever you guys want to call it.
Yeah.
But yeah, if they find it's more like hockey, but yeah, just sit back here.
That song's banned, Wanderer. Unlucky. So that was a different kickoff that we haven't really looked at.
Yeah. So here, you're back. So you're going to be cheating. He's going to be going right like this, and he's going to be going for the ball.
So what should I do here? I guess my options are move up and take the first boost pad.
Yeah, so you're going to take the first boost pad. So you have a couple options here. You either take this boost pad and you keep following up here and hope the cheat goes left, right? You don't necessarily want to go right because, well, you have
he's going to rotate there, isn't he? So right? Really, on these kickoffs, I should go towards the left. Yeah,
so you're going to go cheat to the left, and you're going to probably grab these two pads and then chill up here. Right? You don't have to keep going, but if the play goes this way, then you could keep going. But usually I would kind of collect these two pads and then keep going. But this is called the opposite happens.
Yeah. I was so confused for a second. I was like, what? Yeah. Hey, hi, Side David, the tier 1, bro. How we doing? How are we, cutie pie? I'm just in the middle of getting some coaching. It's very poggies. We're learning lots. We're learning that Woodsy stinks at Rocket League.
So here's a prime example of look before you pass. He just passed it for a big bang. Yep.
Bro, he hasn't even said anything yet, and he's resubbed and give me 400 bits. Hi, Side. I love you. Kisses. Hope you're having a good day, bro. Thank you for the biddies. Hi, Side. Hello, how are you doing? Good morning. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. Jesus Christ, bro. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ.